So I'm so excited to be here this afternoon having a conversation with Nikki Butland about her beautiful property here in Torrens that we are bringing on the market, and it is a very special home. So Nikki, tell us a bit about what you've done here. Where did this property start in terms of your journey with it? And
so I came back from living a couple of years in Sydney to Canberra in 2017, and came across this little gem. It was the one and only place I looked at, and it was just the perfect fit for me. I'm just flukishly lucky like that. Not for everybody. It was a diamond in the rough for sure. No heating, no cooling, no cooking appliances, raw concrete, nails sticking up everywhere. Definitely mid-renovation. Let's just call it that. But it was great because it meant that somebody else hadn't gone and put their finishing touches on it, and I could, take the fact that they'd already done half of the demolition work and progress things from there. It's a beautiful, designed dirt bulk townhouse that has great bones, really good planning. Just needed a little bit more finessing to kind of like get it up to contemporary lifestyle. There was a boxed-in little laundry space downstairs that was a huge space, and using that beautiful light with the breeze blocks that I thought would just make such a perfect kind of home office space and art studio.
Yeah, such a better use of the space.
Yeah. So what we ended up doing was basically opening that space all up. Obviously consulting with a structural engineer and taking down a couple of, few discrete walls here and there, and then moving the laundry space underneath the stairs, and having that as a really nice open plan space that opens up to the entry. Changing that window at the end of the behind the breeze blocks, so you can open it all the way up and get the nice breezes thing, get the light in, and also clean things easily.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was definitely an inspiration for the beginning part of the renovation. And then the kitchen, I'm a big entertainer. So
this is bigger than you would get in most houses.
Yes, it is. It's the kind of kitchen that you can cook a 12-course meal in, which I have done a number of times.
Oh, wow.
And then we've laid out the table and had big dinner parties and stuff. It was a big closed-in space with a very basic original 1960s kitchen. The cutest little handles, which I understand were designed by the architect.
Okay.
So they got salvaged, and then along with the flooring that was in the entryway with these terracotta tiles.
Okay.
Were lovingly taken up from there and reused as part of the kitchen. And some of the panelling that was kind of done for the exterior of this kitchen room was then reused as part of the island. So I wanted to kind of reuse as much of the original building materials as possible in this process, both from a sustainability perspective in terms of I love the idea of recycling, but also just because they're genuinely beautiful materials and it makes the space feel really cohesive. To be able to have a consistency of palette throughout.
For sure.
And not feel like, this bit's been renovated, but that bit's been original.
Yeah. There's so much waste that can come from doing a renovation, especially when you've got quality materials that may, this has all been very seamlessly it does really adhere to the original aesthetics of it by using that extra timber, and you can see the timber panelling on the walls there and how it just easily fits into that. The kitchen's beautifully, obviously renovated, but then to know that that's the original wall that's there as well, that's so beautiful. I love that.
Yeah,